moving on here, we got Solana. Okay, so I do think couple things here. So price is bullish, it's above this moving average, but struggling here. It's creating a new area. So this was a previous area, which it might still be, but we can see a new one forming here as well. So if you got in here, great. Then you're already well into profit, which is nice. But if you didn't get in here, you gotta look for the next entry. So this zone we can delete, it's not relative. This line drawn out was perfect entry. So we got our main buy zone here still, which if price comes back down to here, great buy, but don't know if it will. You can see as price hits this 24.60 level, these last 4 days it seems to be not wanting to break it. So this might pull back a little bit. And then if it pulls back, you can see all these wicks forming. So if it pulls back, I mean, your first area is this, which also aligns with this one as well. So the first place to look at for a possible buy would be 24.20. If price comes down in a 4-hour, rejects this area, you're looking for a buy there. Delete this line too. So yeah, if price comes down to this area and rejects, you're looking for a buy. If it breaks this area, well, then you just got to keep holding, or like holding out and waiting for price to possibly come down into this area, right? Like 23.40 kind of thing, 23.50. So these are going to be your buy areas, depending on where price stops and starts rejecting. But I do think it's going to pull back quite a bit, not quite a bit, but pull back a bit. You can see price touched the top of this zone, pulled back, and then all these wicks into it. You got this bearish engulfing candle out of this zone, and then you got this huge wicking candle here pulling back. So I do think this is going to pull back to at least this area, possibly further, but that's okay because we're still bullish. And if you did get in on this initial entry, what you could do is hold it and wait for price to come back to here and then add to your entry, buy more, or you could take your profit now and then wait for price to pull back to one of these zones and then buy it again, either this zone or this zone, and then buy it again. I do still think it's a good buy back into this previous area, about the $28 level, $27.50 kind of thing. I think it's going to retest it. I think basically after this big bull move, it had a bit of a pullback, which is completely healthy, and then but as soon as it found this area, it's been bought right back up. You can see nice bullish engulfing, pullback candle, bullish engulfing, taking out zones. So yeah, I do think Solana is still a good buy. I mean, you're welcome to even buy it now and just hold out. If you want to hold it for $27.50, you could, but if you're not in a current position, I would just wait. I would wait for it to pull back to either this area, depending on where it rejects. You do have the weekend right now, so price could just be selling off a little bit and pulling back to these previous zones, the $24, $23.50 area. So yeah, that's Solana. I would just wait, let it kind of do its thing and pull back a little bit and get in on a better price and look for the long entry to $27.50, which is the monthly range and that previous big zone. And yeah, that's Solana.